people, and he did not take himself too seriously.
No, he certainly didn't. And today's service really was that celebration where people were laughing and really celebrating the way they think he would want to be admired.
Kevin's here, and the big deal is the rain is finally going to be here, trying to pin down exactly when it comes into the picture this weekend.
Well, it looks like probably sometime some of the first wet weather will get in here early Sunday morning, but I think the bulk of the rain comes Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening around here. And by the bulk of that, this will be the most rain we've seen in probably over a month around here, because there are parts of the tri-state that are going to get a big gulp of water this weekend and really help out with these dry conditions we've been experiencing here as of late. So we've got the threat for stormy weather moving in on Sunday, and yes, we're going to deal with more haze and smoke around here as well. In fact, that's where I'm going to start tonight, because notice that area of kind of darker gray we were talking about with some of the more dense smoke and hazier conditions. Notice how that is slowly starting to work its way down towards the Ohio River as anticipated. Locally, at the moment, our air quality is in the moderate range, but as you start heading up towards Trenton, for example, they have slipped into the unhealthy for sensitive groups, and then the Dayton area over towards Indianapolis. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. I still think we'll have some air quality issues through Saturday, hence the reason why the air quality alert has been extended into tomorrow. So we'll need to see just how bad it gets, but I certainly think there could be some air quality issues to begin the weekend. The other big story has been the abnormally dry conditions and how half, if not most, of the tri-state is now under what we consider to be a moderate drought. The good news is we can put a pin in that. That's about as bad as it's going to get. I think it's as dry as it's going to get right now, because everything suggests that, well, it's about to start raining again, and maybe a little more frequently than we even want. So let's walk you through this here, because Futurecast is quiet tonight. Your Saturday looks beautiful. It'll be a warm day, hazy obviously, and again, we'll need to watch the air quality, but aside from that, nothing really active in the weather scheme. Saturday night is relatively quiet. Here we are Sunday morning. I think it does start dry early on Sunday, but we'll probably get in some showers before lunchtime, early as late morning there, I think, and then into the afternoon and evening, the threat for some showers and storms across the area. I know we haven't talked much about severe weather, right? That's right. We could have a few strong storms in here on Sunday. I'm not terribly worried about severe weather, but some of those storms could pack a punch with gusty winds, right? And it looks like we could have off and on rain, most likely right through the night on Sunday. And while I don't want you to hang on per se to these totals in any one precise location, however, there has been a strong signal for a swath of 1 to 2 inch rainfall amounts to appear pretty close to the I-71 corridor. If that were to happen, that'd be a saving grace. That's exactly what we need right across the heart of the tri-state. So we'll see how things play out, but I think we've got a big drink of water coming our way sometime on Sunday. Outside now, 64 degrees. The weather has been beautiful for a patio. This evening, you're in the 50s in Harrison, 61 in Wilmington, 60 in Mount Orb, 60 down there in Dry Ridge. Skies are clear, so it's quiet tonight. Temperatures will continue to slip down through the 60s, and eventually we'll get down into the low to mid 50s by morning, and we should warm up pretty fast tomorrow. So hazy and comfortable the rest of the night, 54 for your low. Tomorrow, warm sunshine, but still nice. Keep an eye on the air quality. 84 for a high. Here's your day planner. Should we have managed to avoid any of those deteriorating air conditions, it should be a nice warm summer day like. Here's your 7-day forecast. So Sunday, obviously a weather impact day. I'll be in here on Sunday to keep an eye on any of that activity. And then a little cooler to start next week, Monday and Tuesday, before those more frequent rain chances I was speaking of begin to set up going towards the second half of next week.
Kevin, thanks for laying it out for us. FC Cincinnati taking its winning